Hello, welcome back to the Brother Blog. Check out some of our latest videos on our channel. Today we're going to be throwing out our Week 4 predictions and what should be another great week of college football.
Absolutely. So we'll kick off. Coming up tonight is number 19 Miami playing at. Oh no, they're playing Pittsburgh. Oh no, they're at Pittsburgh. I think.
Is it at Pittsburgh?
It's at Pittsburgh. So I think I'm going to pick Miami in this game. I think it's a close game. I like Ja'Cory Harris passing the ball. I think Miami played very well against Ohio State. Their special teams especially scored a pair of touchdowns. I think Miami's a very good team, and I think they're pretty underrated at 19, I don't think they should be ranked higher. I would just say that they will eventually be.
Yeah, I also like Miami in this game. I know at the beginning of the season I did pick Pittsburgh, but Pittsburgh and the Big East is sort of like the Big Least right now. And I think other than Ja'Cory Harris, Miami did play very well against Ohio State. And I think Ja'Cory can make a nice rebound even after having a dreadful
game,
day.
Yeah.
And Friday, don't see many games on Friday nights, but you got number 4 TCU at Southern Methodist. This definitely could turn into a spoiler, but I don't think it will. I mean, Southern Methodist.
TCU's going to smoke them. All right, so we get on to our Saturday games. And the number one game,
the big one,
is the biggest game, and that's number 1 Alabama at number 10 Arkansas. And who are you going to pick? You look at the game. I think the key factor is Ryan Mallett, his passing game. He's thrown for over 1,000 yards already in 3 games. And, can he play the way they need him to play? Alabama's got a new secondary. They're breaking in. And if Ryan Mallett can have the game that some experts think he can have, I think Arkansas can get the win. But I'm going to pick Alabama. I think their running game is too good. I like Mark Ingram on the ground. I think Nick Saban, you can't really pick against him. He's a very good coach. And even though it's at Arkansas, I see it being a very close game and could go either way. But I think Ryan Mallett's the absolute X factor. But I'm going to take Alabama because overall I think Alabama's a better team, especially in the run game.
This game is just so close. It's so hard to predict. I mean, Alabama has not lost an SEC conference game, not national or conference championship games, just plain conference games in the last 2 years. That's pretty dominant. That's making a statement. Arkansas, however, does have Ryan Mallett. He's a very good quarterback. Alabama breaking in the new secondary. But it's going to be a great game either way. I like Arkansas. I think that they get him at home. I think that that's the X factor. And I think Arkansas pulls it out of the hat in a close one.
All right. After that, number 2 Ohio State versus Eastern Michigan. Check. Buckeyes. And then another big game. College game day. Number 3 Boise State playing number 24 Oregon State. They get them at home on the blue turf. And Oregon State's actually painting their practice field blue, in case anybody didn't know. But I'm going to take Boise State. I think Kellen Moore continues his success. I think Boise State's too good. Oregon State got really had to kind of take it to him by TCU. And
almost Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville almost beat them too last week. So I take Boise State. Kellen Moore, they beat Virginia Tech. That was a big win because Virginia Tech is a good team. I mean, they may be shown poorly, but they definitely played great against Boise. That was a big win, and I think Boise gets the job done again.
I think there's going to be a pretty big beatdown. I like Boise State in this game and big. I think that Kellen Moore, Austin Pettis, and Titus Young, it's a great combination there on offense, let alone the defense for Boise State. Phenomenal. I think they can shut down Jaquez and James Rogers, and Oregon State struggled against Louisville and didn't do so hot against TCU, so I like Boise State big.
All right, number 5, Oregon at Arizona State. Some experts think this will be an upset. It's on College Pick'em. I think Oregon continues to score their average 63 points a game. I think they kill Arizona State, no problem.
I think it's going to be like the Tennessee game. Arizona State's going to provide some scare early, but then I think Oregon's going to take it to them. Next game, number 6, Nebraska versus South Dakota State. Let's move on from that. Number 7, Texas plays versus UCLA.
This is a possible upset.
Yeah, very possible upset.
This is a very possible upset. You look at it, and there's a couple factors. Texas has not really played up to their potential. There's another upset game we're going to get to in a minute, but Texas has not played up to their potential, and UCLA they're not that good team, but it could happen, and I think It's in Texas, though, isn't it? It is in
Yeah, it
Texas.
is in Texas.
So that really hurts the chances. But you never know. I'm not going to say skip over it. I'm going to take Texas. But you never know. Don't be surprised.
I'm going to take Texas in this game, but I think it's going to come down to the wire. I think fourth quarter Texas is going to score a touchdown and, maybe another field goal. I think it's going to be definitely a close one, though. And either way, it's going to be a good game to watch, in my opinion. Next game, number 8, Oklahoma plays at Cincinnati.
I think Oklahoma beats them. Cincinnati's underperformed this year.
Yeah, they lost to Fresno State in the first game
They'll be going
of the
1-3
season.
after they lose this game.
Yep.
And then this game is the game I'm saying really watch out. This could be my upset pick. Number 9, Florida versus Kentucky. It's in Florida, but Kentucky is undefeated, and they've overachieved. Florida's undefeated, but has underachieved. Don't be surprised for Kentucky to just be really on top of them. They've got, who's that wide receiver?
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb, yes. He's got like 3 combined touchdowns last game.
Yep.
He's very good. I'd watch out for him for sure. And Kentucky can definitely pull it off. And I'm going to pick Kentucky to win the game. I'm going to say they do it.
I also picked Kentucky to win the game. Kind of funny. We're both picking against number 9 and an unranked Kentucky team. But Randall Cobb, I think he's very good. Florida definitely has underachieved.
Yep.
Brantley, not the type of quarterback we expected him to be. So hopefully Kentucky can get the job done in a major upset that would be. Number 11, Wisconsin, after their scare against Arizona State, will play Austin Peay.
Okay, skip. Number 12, South Carolina at number 17, Auburn. This is not a big slated game. I say Auburn's kind of underachieved this year to a certain extent. They barely beat Mississippi State. They went to overtime with Clemson, who's good, but not that good. I think South Carolina's overachieved too. Beating Georgia. Beating, who was the other game? They blew out that one team week 1. Not sure. Southern Miss?
Yeah, Southern Miss. It was
yeah.
Southern Miss.
So I like South Carolina. I like their running game. I think South Carolina takes it to number 17 Auburn, but the X factor will be Cam Newton, Auburn's quarterback. Don't be surprised to see Auburn get the W, but I'm going to take South Carolina.
I also think South Carolina gets the win on the road. I think freshman Marcus Lattimore for South Carolina, really a very great running back, and I think he can lead this team to a big win at Auburn. Next game, number 13 Utah versus San Jose State. Next game, number 14 Arizona versus Cal.
This could be tough because Arizona's coming off that big win. They could look ahead. California's coming off the loss. They're looking to rebound. This is definitely a tough one. But I would not be surprised to see a game that's close at halftime, but I think Arizona pulls away in the second half at home.
I totally agree. I was about to say the exact same thing. I think California keeps it close in the first half, but Arizona punches them in the mouth early in the second half. Next game, which should be a great game, is number 15 LSU versus number 22 West Virginia.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't talking about this game. I mean, there are very few people talking about it. And, LSU gets them at home. LSU beat North Carolina, but North Carolina was shorthanded, and they played terrible in the second half. West Virginia barely beat Marshall. Two teams that are very iffy. I like Les Miles to win this game, though. I like LSU. I'd take the SEC over the Big East any day.
Yeah, I think that definitely both teams have underachieved
in some parts of their games.
Yes, in some parts of their games. Definitely West Virginia with the Marshall game. But, I like Noel Devine in the upset. I think Noel Devine is a very good quarterback.
Noel Devine.
Running back. But I was going to say they got a new quarterback, I believe. But I think that Noel Devine gets it done. I think he's a great running back. Not quarterback. But next game, number 16 Stanford at South Bend, Notre Dame.
There's an argued game. This is our fifth game?
Yeah.
That's really a good game that we think, watch out. I'm going to pick Stanford. I think Notre Dame's a good team, but I think Notre Dame loses their third straight game, despite being one of the better teams in college football, because Andrew Luck is very good.
Yeah.
He's very good. And Stanford is overachieving, and they're a hobbling team, and they're not getting talked about.
Yeah, Wake Forest last week, 68-24. 68 against an ACC school that's known for somewhat defense.
Mhm.
I definitely like Stanford in this game.
Wake Forest is always good.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame's definitely sort of starting to slouch down there. I think they put up a decent fight, though, just because of their last 2 losses against big rivals. So, next game, Iowa versus Ball State.
Next game.
Nothing.
USC or Washington State. Next game, Washington State. Worst team in college football last year.
Yep.
Not getting much better this year.
Michigan plays Bowling Green. Michigan.
Penn State versus Temple. Temple's undefeated. Nice win over UConn last week. Is it just UConn's really bad, or is it Temple's really good?
I think it's a little bit of a combination of the both. I don't like UConn that much. You know, they lost to Michigan pretty badly.
Mhm.
And Michigan, you know, they did beat Notre Dame, but I don't think that they're very good, other than Denard Robinson. And Temple is definitely a game that could turn out disastrous for Penn State fans, but I do like Penn State in this football game.
Okay, I think so too. I think could be close. Penn State's at home though.
Yeah.
I think Penn State gets it done. I don't think they're going to overlook this game. They usually don't get upset that much by like conference teams. They're not one of those teams, you know, like Michigan or Wisconsin or Michigan State or those teams, Northwestern, Purdue, even Illinois, Minnesota, stumble on the road. You know,
pretty much every Big Ten team.
Yeah, except for like the Buckeyes and them. Really, they're not going to stumble. I see them getting the win. And last game, Michigan State plays Northern Colorado. Michigan State's going to be without head coach Mark D'Antonio, but they're still going to win.
Yeah,
pretty big.
It's Northern Colorado. I mean, Come on.
Hopefully they get D'Antonio back, though, before the Wisconsin game next week.
Yep, big tragedy there.
Yeah, but he's all right. He's out of the hospital now. He's out of the hospital. For those of you who don't know, he had a heart attack. Michigan State's head coach. All right, but that's our no. There's the 1-hour game. Nevada playing BYU.
Nevada plays BYU. Almost forgot that. You know, Nevada, Colin Kaepernick had a field day against California, and California was ranked in the USA Today poll 24th when they lost to Nevada 52-31. I mean, I consider that a pretty big win, and I don't think it was a fluke. I think Nevada is definitely for real. I think if they can beat BYU, they definitely should get some national talk in the top 25.
Yep, I think they do beat BYU. I don't think BYU is very good. I think they beat BYU, and watch out for Nevada to be in the top 25 come the end of week 4. So that's our video. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down, leave comments. What are your predictions, you know? And check out our channel. And I guess that's about it. Thanks for watching.